Good morning. Good morning. Once again, we've come to another Monday morning. I hope that the weekend went well for you all. It certainly did for me. I was able to get some rest and recuperate to be ready for this upcoming week. Uh, but what I wanted to talk to you all about this morning was your choice of friends. Now, a conversation that I was involved in, we were talking about the caliber of friends that an individual might pick, the quality of friends that you could pick. And one of the things that really highlighted in the conversation was that regardless of whether you intend to or not, friendships that you develop will most definitely affect the way that you behave, the things that you say, and the way that you think. And so it's going to affect you as a person in general. So it's necessary to surround yourself with individuals who have the same goals in life that you do. It's necessary to have individuals around you who not only take from you, but then they also give. It's an equal exchange. And that's necessary because a lot of times you'll find that if you examine your circle of friends, there are individuals in and around you that may not have the best motives. Maybe there's something that they gain from being a friend of yours. Maybe there's something that they get because they're in that circle of friends. But now, if a difficult situation arises, and there's something that you need, or there's something that someone else in the group needs, is there someone in your circle of friends who is not reliable when it comes to offering help and aid and assistance? Is it someone who, in a sense, only is concerned about their own well-being? See, that's the problem, because you cannot be a friend to anyone. You cannot be in a positive relationship with anyone if the only thing you think about is yourself. And so if you have individuals who are putting themselves first consistently, then you might want to be weary of these individuals. Because now, one thing about it, it doesn't take long. They've already shown you some red flags as to why they're in the friendship with you anyway. But because of the fact that you're a person who's trying to maintain the friendship, maybe you ignored those red flags. I'm here to tell you that's not a wise thing to do. It's not. Because you're ignoring those red flags is acceptance to them of their bad behavior. They see it that you're accepting of the things that they do. They see it as you being accepting of the selfishness that they're displaying. And so the only thing that'll happen is that it will continue to escalate to the point where you will have no choice but to end that particular relationship. You can't be friends with an individual who only thinks about themselves all the time. It's just not how it works. And really, this morning as I was going through my social media feed, this was Instagram, I was looking for a couple of topics for this week to do podcasts on. I ran across this post, and it's from a gentleman called Titus Unlimited, and I want to share it with you. Let's see if we can get it up. So these are the 7 notions that Titus Unlimited posted about this morning, and I think that they are absolutely in keeping with our conversation this morning. We're talking about individuals who are in your circle of friends that you might look at and see a friend, but in actuality, they may have other motives. So look at one of the things that I will highlight is something that really jumped out at me is don't chase anyone. See, if you have a genuine friendship with a person and they're looking to see you do well, then you won't have to beg them for their time. You won't have to beg them to be in your presence. They will enjoy being in your presence, and so you won't have to chase them. And then another one, don't beg anyone to stay. If you're putting in the reasonable amount of effort to cultivate a friendship with someone, a relationship with someone, and you're not getting that in return, it may be best to do what the 6th thing advocates for us to do. Leave what isn't for you. If they don't want to stay, let them go. If they don't want to be a part of your life as a friend or whatever function they serve, then simply let them go. I know that that's a difficult thing to say and a difficult thing to do. But if you're trying to move ahead in life, if you're trying to be constructive, if you're trying to build something for the future, that's what you have to do. So you can't continue to carry the weight of individuals who aren't contributing. It's dead weight. And so it's necessary for you to do something about it. And then I like the last one also, it advocates for us to love ourselves. And that's a powerful thought, because a lot of times our notion is to be self-sacrificing, to give the best that we can all of the time. But in certain situations, that's just really not the answer to the situation. Because if a person is involved with you and they're continuing to take, then it's necessary to show some love for yourself. And one of the ways that you would show love is by removing yourself from that situation and putting yourself in a situation where you're around people who genuinely care and they're concerned and they love you. That's a form of self-love. But then also to have the mental strength to look at the situation for what it is and not for what you would want it to be. You wouldn't want it to be a situation where an individual who you wouldn't want a friendship with or a relationship with also wants the same thing. But if they don't, and you have the presence of mind to conclude that they don't stay there and take all of the anguish that comes along with someone who does not value your presence. It's time to go. It's time to love yourself. And so I think all 7 of these things, they're worthwhile, they're noteworthy, they're something that we need to pay attention to. When you look at all 7, you have to understand that there's a balance. And that's what the 7 notions, the 7 things that are mentioned in that list, that's what it seeks to create, a balance in the way that you use your resources, whether it's emotional resources, whether it's material resources, but it's a balance in how you use your resources based upon what you see around you. So you're thinking about things. You're not just going around aimlessly. You're thinking about things. You're thinking about the individuals around you. You're thinking about the friendships, the relationships you have, and you're making competent decisions about those relationships. Well, as always, man, I hope the week goes well for you. I hope the things that I've brought to your attention are things that you can look at to develop yourself personally, to be a better person. I know a few of those things are things I have to work on, but it's okay. We continue to work, we continue to improve and get better. And as a result, we continue to help those around us. They benefit from it also. So I hope that the week goes well for you. And as always, do something positive this week and see it return to you in greater measure. We love y'all. Please be easy. Peace.